This video is one of my most highly requested update videos. Over 5 years ago, I made a series of videos where I trialed the Papulex skin creams and facial cleansers, and a lot of you want to know how it turned out. G'day guys, it's Vashti here on the Oz Budget Beauty channel. I make review, tutorial and other beauty related videos featuring exclusively beauty and skincare products available in Australian chemists and supermarkets. Beauty on a budget. Back in, I believe it was October 2012, so that's, nearly 5.5 years ago now, I undertook a trial, a 6-week trial of the Papulex face wash and skin cream. And I must say, I loved it. During that trial, I was provided with the Papulex soap-free cleanser and the oil-free cream for acne-prone skin. Now at that time, my main concerns were skin redness, some hyperpigmentation and large pores. I would also break out at least monthly. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. But I had okay skin. Also back then, my skin was highly dehydrated, very dry, which is a little ironic considering I have large pores, but there you go. So my skin was all over the place. Now, fast forward nearly 5.5 years. I'm just about to turn 40 and finally I am getting on top of my skin. And yes, the Papulex products are a major part of that. So let me explain. I'm going to keep this short and sweet because it is an update video and I'm not going to try and sell you on the product. I presume you're here because you're very interested in it already. You may already have seen my first video and you want to see how it's going 5.5 years later. Well, this is my bare face. I've literally just had a shower and come down and, finished off my pre-makeup routine. So this is what my skin looks like as an almost 40-year-old. I have continued using the Papulex soap-free wash and the oil-free cream every day. I use this one twice a day in my personal, skincare regime, and I use the oil-free cream daytime only. Nighttime, I actually use the Iso Correction hydrating cream. Now, I didn't mention this one in my first video, so I thought I'd just quickly bring that up and let you know. But the very short version is this. Yes, the Papulex products work, and they work really well. You will notice from, I would suggest, even the very first use of this soap-free cleansing gel, reduction in redness. Even if you have active acne breakouts, you will absolutely notice a reduction in redness after using this just for the first time. Now I put that down to the niacinamide in the product. It's the 5th ingredient listed after like water and glycerin, that sort of thing. So it's a very high proportion. I don't know exactly how much, but it's a high proportion of niacinamide, which is brilliant for redness. It's excellent for redness. There are still issues that I have with the scent of this. It is very highly scented, but if you can get past that, it's brilliant. I know a lot of you tell me that you think it smells really lovely. Great. I can't stand it, but that's okay. It works really well, so I continue to use it. It is for acne-prone skin. It is soap-free. It's non-comedogenic. It has never aggravated my sensitive, dehydrated, dry skin. Not once. And in fact, and you'll notice if you pick this up and give it a go, after you've used it, you'll wash your face off. When you rinse it off, your skin will actually feel really hydrated already. It'll feel really lovely. It's a very, very thick consistency. A little bit of this goes a very, very long way. You need less than a pea-sized amount for your entire face. I use this actually as the second part or the second step in a double cleanse. So if you're not familiar with a double cleanse, it's where first of all you use an oil to break down all of the oils that are on your skin, including from your SPF and your makeup, but also the natural oils that your skin makes. I use just before I jump into the shower, turn the shower on, and then I get my face oil. I use more than recommended because I like to make sure that I'm really, cleaning properly. And then I rub that all over my face, including around my eyes. Then I hop into the shower, and with a fresh face washer, fresh flannel, I then rinse that all off and give it a nice gentle wipe. We'll just wait for that aeroplane. I then take this, after I've washed off all of the oil, and literally a pea-sized amount, rub it between my fingers and rub that all over my face, making sure to get in around the nasolabial folds, around my eye area, but not, of course, into my eyes, and all around my face. And then I leave it. And so I actually use it a little bit like a mask. So I continue on with the rest of my shower, and then I get my trusty little silicone exfoliating mitt thing, and gently, very gently, just dampen it off and rub all around in my skin to make sure that it's really getting into the pores and really cleaning, first of all, the rest of the oil away, but second of all, getting into the pores and letting that niacinamide do its work. I rinse it, and that's it. The rest of the products come in later in my skincare routine. Now, I mentioned in the daytime, I use this oil-free cream. 5.5 years ago, I wasn't convinced about this product because my makeup at the time didn't seem to play very well with this. But having said that, this was the only product that I used on my face after I'd showered. So after I'd cleansed, maybe I'd used a toner, but this was it. This was all I'd used. And if that's what you're doing, you might find that your foundation doesn't sit very nicely on top of this. What I've since found is I've completely revamped my skincare, and there'll be a link here to a video about that. But this is just one part of my skincare regime, and including the rest of everything else that I do, I don't actually now have any problem with any of the foundations that I use, whether they be powder, mineral, liquid. I don't really use stick foundations or cream foundations, but they all play really, really well. This is, if you have really, really oily skin, this is not going to completely mattify your skin, but it will help your skin control the oils. I'm not sure how to quite say it. It's really nice. It's scent-free, it's non-comedogenic, so it's not going to occlude any of your pores. They'll still breathe, and yes, you'll still produce oil, but it will be somewhat reduced. This Iso Correction hydrating cream is highly hydrating, and I can't use it during the day. It's well, I mean, if I'd want to use it during the day, I would have to use a very different primer on my skin, but I just use this now at nighttime, and it is phenomenal at reducing the redness. These two combined will absolutely reduce so much of the redness in your skin. I actually don't really feel like I have a problem with redness anymore, and I did all the time. Living here in Australia, it's high summer here. We have days of 45 degrees, and I still, with all of that hot wind and sun and everything, I don't feel like I have a problem with redness anymore, and it's because of these two products. And incorporating them in my skincare routine, it really brings the redness down. So, would I recommend Papulex to you? If you have issues with skin redness, yes. If you have issues with skin sensitivity, and not wanting soaps that might aggravate the mantle of the skin, absolutely, I recommend this 100%. Can you use it on acne-prone skin? Yes, that's actually what it's been designed for. Will you notice a difference straight away? Yes, and by the end of the first week, especially of using it twice daily, you will thank me for the recommendation. Trust me, it's really, really good. The oil-free cream is just brilliant for daytime. This ISO correction hydrating cream really does help to reduce redness. None of them block my pores. None of them aggravate my skin. None of them cause dryness, and in fact they are very, very hydrating, very gentle. They will help over time. If your experience is anything like mine, they will really help to balance out your skin. So if you've had ultra oily skin or ultra dry skin, you'll find your skin coming more in towards a normal place. But as far as the Papulex stuff goes, absolutely, I recommend it. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. There are going to be lots of videos like this coming up, including a very detailed skincare regime and some really interesting challenges that I want to get you involved with. So subscribe, give it a thumbs up if you liked it. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. Or if you have any comments or complaints, let me know so that I can improve. In the meantime, I wish you all the best with your health and beauty and 2018, and God bless.